morning, how are you? Today we're gonna be to make a revision on 5 lesson of algebra to October exam. Firstly, we will solve like this: -2 closed and 5 closed interval, difference -2 and 5. Look at with me. Now we have -2 closed and 5 closed like this. Difference -2 and 5 a set. Firstly, that's mean we're gonna be to make a remove to -2 and 5 from this interval. This interval start from -2 and still at 5. Now we have a block start from -2 and 5, and we need to cancel from this interval -2 and 5. So it will be open like this. Again, if I have closed interval and we need to remove -2 and 5 from this interval, so it will be open. The next one, Q intersect Q dash. Q, it's rational number, and Q dash, it's irrational number. Any intersect between them? No, there is no intersect between them, so the answer it will be 5. But if I put like this, Q union Q dash, so I need all the number, rational number and irrational number, then it will be R, it's real number. The next one, number 3, square root of square root 4 equal cubic root what? Now, firstly, find this answer. Square root of 4, a square root of x power 4, so we're gonna be to make a divide by 2 to find the final answer, then x power 2. But now I need to make a return back under the cube root. Again, we need to make a return back under the cubic root. So it will be power 3. If I need to make a return back, so multiply by itself 3 times. So x power 2 multiply x power 2 multiply x power 2. So it will be x power 6. Then the answer x power 6, not x power 2. Totally square root of x power 4, x power 2, that's okay. But I want to make a return back under the cube root. Number 4, the irrational number included between 3 and 4. Which one of the following? Okay, now we need to make a return back 3 under square root. It will be square root 9 and 4 square root of 16. Now, which one in between 9 and 16? Yes, it's root 7. 3 and quarter, it's not irrational, so I can't choose them. Root 10, now we have root 10 and 3 and 4. So what is the number included between root 9 and root 16? Root 7, it's not included between root 9 and root 16. So which one? Now this is root 10 is the answer. That's okay. The next one, multiplicative inverse. If I see the multiplicative inverse, so we're gonna be to make a flip. Only we're gonna be to make flip for the root 3. That's mean root 3 over 1, so it will be 1 over root 3. And mathematically, I can't put it on this form. I can't put root in the numerator, so we're gonna be to make root 3 over root 3 to make it the total number. So the answer, it will be root 3. Now we have the 2 ratio in between them equal, so we're gonna be to make cross multiplication. Then x power 3, x power 2 multiply x power 1, it will be x power 3. And 4 times 16, it will be 64. So x equal cubic root of 64, it will be equals 4. So the answer, it will be 4. Here, the number of cubic root that gets the answer 3. So if we need to make a return back under the cubic root, so it will be 3 power 3, like 27. Now we have 4. 27 minus 4, it will be 23. Like this, 23 plus 24, it will be 27. Cubic root of 27 equal 3. The square root of side length equal root 5. The area of square side by side. Area of square side by side. Then root 5 by root 5 equals 5. When I need to cancel Q from Q R from Q dash, now we need to cancel. R except Q, so it will be Q dash. R except Q or cancel Q or difference Q, it will be Q dash. Now I have interval start from -2 to 7. Now we have start from -2 to 7, intersect the open interval -2 and 7, -2. I need to find what is the intersection or common between each of them. Now we have the number start from -2 to 7, and here there is no -2 and 7. And in between them here, common, and in between them here, common. So the answer, it will be open -2 and 7. The additive inverse, so additive inverse only we will change the sign. Additive inverse, we will change the sign. So this is positive, it will be negative, and this is negative, it will be positive number. Finally, how can solve the interval? Look at with me, this is the important question. Now we have x equal -2 and 3, y equal 1 and 5. Find by using number line. Firstly, we must drawing the number line like this. This is negative infinity and this is positive infinity, and 0 in the midpoint. The right is a positive number and this is a negative number. Okay, -2 and 3, so we will close -2 and 3, and the shaded in between them must be shaded part in between them like this, and called x. And another one start from 1 closed like this, and 5 open like this. Okay, and shaded in between them, that's called y. From the beginning of drawing to the final drawing, that's x union y. If I need to find the x union y, so from the smallest number to the greatest number, -2 and 5. So union from the smallest union, it means the all number drawing in number line. So I started drawing from -2 and stopped at 5, so it's called union. If I want to find x intersection y, the shaded part up and down. The shaded part up and down, that's called intersection. Intersection, the total part in between them, like 1 and 3. Closed 1 and closed 3. And y difference x, which is mean the number included in y, not in x. The number shaded with red colored, not in blue. That it's called y difference x. The number shaded in y, not in x. It will be 3 and 5. 5 still open, and 3 it's related to the x, so it will be open. Okay, so that's interval number. So if I need to find that answer with easily, okay, we're gonna be to drawing the number line and the union, the number of start drawing to the stopped, and the intersection, the number included up and down. Y difference x is the number only in red numbers or red colors in between 3 and 5. And if I need to find x difference y, so the total number start from -2 to 2. Thank you for listening.